Introduction. Are you ready to unlock the secrets of ancient wisdom that have guided millions towards a life of abundance and happiness? In today's video, we're diving deep into the world of traditional Buddhist practices that have been used for centuries to attract luck, prosperity, and a sense of peace that transcends the material world. This isn't just about belief. These are practical, time-tested rituals that anyone can incorporate into their daily lives. Stay with us until the end, and you might just discover the key to transforming your life forever.
Buddhism isn't just a religion. It's a way of life, a philosophy that embraces the mind, body, and spirit. At its core, it teaches us that true prosperity starts from within. External wealth and success are merely reflections of our inner state. But how do Buddhists cultivate this inner abundance? One of the most powerful practices in Buddhism is the act of meditation. Meditation isn't just about sitting in silence. It's about tuning into the universe's frequency, aligning your mind with the flow of positive energy that brings prosperity. Imagine a monk sitting in the serene landscape of the Himalayas, focusing on his breath. With each inhale, he invites prosperity into his life. With each exhale, he releases any blockages that prevent this abundance from manifesting. Let's talk about mantras, words of power that have been passed down through generations. The mantra Om Mani Padme Hum is one of the most revered in Buddhism. Chanting this mantra with a focused intention can draw in positive energy and clear obstacles from your path. Picture this: a monk seated by a serene river, repeating this mantra over and over, his voice merging with the sound of the flowing water. As the mantra reverberates, it creates a ripple effect, attracting prosperity like a magnet. Another powerful practice is the use of prayer flags. In Tibet, it's common to see colorful flags fluttering in the wind, each carrying a sacred mantra. These flags aren't just decoration, they are blessings sent out to the world. The wind carries these prayers across the land, spreading positive energy that returns to the sender in the form of good fortune. Visualize these flags dancing in the wind, spreading blessings and prosperity wherever they go. Daily offerings are also integral to Buddhist practice. Offering food, water, or incense to the Buddha or to those in need is a way of expressing gratitude and inviting abundance into your life. Imagine a monk in a remote monastery, placing a small bowl of rice before a statue of the Buddha. This simple act of giving creates a cycle of giving and receiving, where the universe responds to generosity with more abundance. Let's not forget the power of gratitude. In Buddhism, being grateful for what you have is the first step towards attracting more of it. By appreciating the small things in life, a warm meal, a kind word, a beautiful sunrise, you invite even greater blessings into your life. Picture yourself waking up each day, taking a moment to feel gratitude for all that you have, and watch how your life transforms. Buddhist monks often engage in rituals of purification. These rituals are not just about cleansing the body, but also the mind and spirit. The burning of incense, the ringing of bells, and the sprinkling of holy water. All these practices are designed to cleanse the energy around you, removing negativity and making space for positive vibrations. Imagine a monk in an ancient temple, surrounded by the scent of sandalwood incense, as he purifies the space around him to welcome prosperity. The practice of mindfulness is another cornerstone of Buddhist tradition. Being fully present in each moment allows you to notice the opportunities that life presents, often in subtle ways. Imagine a monk walking slowly along a forest path, his every step deliberate, his mind fully engaged in the present. In this state of mindfulness, he is able to see the beauty and abundance that others might overlook. Mandalas are intricate, circular designs that represent the universe in Buddhist art. Creating a mandala is a meditative practice that brings focus and intention. As you draw or color a mandala, you set your intentions for prosperity and allow the energy of the universe to flow through you. Visualize a monk carefully crafting a sand mandala, knowing that each grain of sand represents a piece of his intention for a prosperous life. The practice of dana, or giving, is fundamental in Buddhism. Giving, without expecting anything in return, creates a flow of energy that naturally attracts prosperity. This can be as simple as offering a smile to a stranger, or as grand as donating to a worthy cause. Picture a monk in a small village, offering his time and resources to help those in need, knowing that the act of giving is itself a form of receiving. Buddhism also teaches the importance of right action and right livelihood. By living a life that is ethical and in harmony with the world around you, you attract positive energy. Imagine a monk living in a small hut, his life simple but rich in spiritual fulfillment. His actions are guided by compassion and wisdom, and in return, the universe supports him with all that he needs. The recitation of sutras, or sacred texts, is another practice that Buddhists believe brings blessings. Reciting these texts with sincerity is said to create a protective energy that wards off negativity and invites prosperity. Picture a group of monks in a temple, their voices rising in unison as they recite the Lotus Sutra, the vibrations of their words filling the space with positive energy. Lighting lamps or candles is a common practice in Buddhist rituals. The light symbolizes wisdom and the dispelling of darkness, both in the physical and spiritual sense. By lighting a lamp, you invite clarity and guidance into your life, which in turn leads to prosperity. Imagine a monk lighting a row of butter lamps in a darkened temple, each flame representing a wish for prosperity and good fortune. The practice of walking meditation, often called kinhin, is a way to bring mindfulness into your daily life. By focusing on each step, you align your mind with your body and create a sense of balance that naturally attracts positive energy. Picture a monk walking slowly along a mountain trail, each step taken with awareness and intention, grounding him in the present moment. Buddhist ceremonies often involve the ringing of bells or the striking of gongs. These sounds are believed to carry prayers and intentions to the heavens, inviting blessings in return. Visualize a monk standing in a temple courtyard, striking a large bronze bell, the deep resonant sound echoing across the landscape, calling forth prosperity. The creation and offering of flower garlands is another beautiful Buddhist tradition. Flowers symbolize the impermanence of life, and by offering them, you acknowledge the transient nature of existence while inviting beauty and abundance into your life. Imagine a monk carefully stringing together a garland of fresh flowers, each blossom representing a prayer for prosperity. Chanting is a powerful way to connect with the spiritual energy of the universe. Buddhist monks often chant in groups, creating a harmonious vibration that resonates throughout the body and mind. This practice is said to align the chanter with the energy of abundance. Picture a group of monks sitting in a circle, their voices harmonizing as they chant a prayer for prosperity. The practice of fasting, or refraining from certain foods, is a way to purify the body and mind. Fasting is seen as a way to cleanse oneself of attachments and desires, making space for spiritual growth and prosperity. Imagine a monk sitting in a quiet temple, observing a day of fasting, his mind clear and focused on his intentions for a prosperous life. Buddhist monks often perform ceremonies to bless objects or spaces. These blessings are believed to imbue the objects with positive energy that attracts prosperity. Picture a monk in a remote village, blessing a new home with holy water and prayers, ensuring that the space will be filled with abundance and good fortune. The creation of sacred art, such as thangka paintings, is a form of meditation that brings the artist into alignment with spiritual energy. These artworks often depict deities or mandalas that represent prosperity and protection. Imagine a monk in a mountain monastery, carefully painting a thangka that radiates positive energy and invites abundance. The practice of bowing is a sign of respect and humility in Buddhism. By bowing, you acknowledge the wisdom of the universe and open yourself to receiving its blessings. Picture a monk bowing before a statue of the Buddha, his heart filled with gratitude and his mind open to the prosperity that flows from this act of devotion. The use of sacred symbols, such as the lotus flower or the endless knot, is common in Buddhist rituals. These symbols represent different aspects of life and spiritual growth, and by meditating on them, you can attract the qualities they represent, including prosperity. Visualize a monk tracing the outline of a lotus flower in the sand, each stroke inviting the energy of abundance into his life. In Buddhist tradition, the offering of incense is a way to purify the space and invite positive energy. The rising smoke is believed to carry prayers to the heavens, where they are answered with blessings. Picture a monk lighting incense in a temple, the sweet fragrance filling the air and creating a sacred space for prosperity to enter.
The practice of reciting the names of Buddhas or Bodhisattvas is believed to bring their blessings into your life. By invoking these enlightened beings, you align yourself with their wisdom and compassion, which naturally leads to prosperity. Imagine a monk sitting in meditation, softly reciting the names of the Buddhas, each name a prayer for abundance. Buddhist monks often create and maintain sacred spaces, such as temples or shrines. These spaces are filled with positive energy and are believed to attract prosperity to those who visit them. Picture a monk tending to a small shrine in a forest, ensuring that it remains a place of peace and abundance. The use of mala beads during meditation is a common practice in Buddhism. Each bead represents a mantra or prayer, and by counting the beads, you focus your mind on your intention. This practice is said to help manifest your desires, including prosperity. Visualize a monk sitting in meditation, slowly moving each bead of his mala, his mind focused on attracting abundance. The practice of compassionate action, or karuna, is central to Buddhism. By acting with kindness and compassion towards others, you create positive karma that returns to you in the form of prosperity. Picture a monk helping villagers in need, his actions guided by compassion and his life blessed with abundance in return. The use of protective amulets or talismans is common in Buddhism. These objects are believed to carry the blessings of the Buddhas and protect the wearer from harm while attracting good fortune. Imagine a monk blessing a small amulet, which is then worn by a traveler seeking prosperity on their journey. The practice of pilgrimage is a way to honor sacred sites and draw blessings from them. By visiting these places, Buddhists believe they can absorb the positive energy and bring it back into their lives. Picture a monk walking barefoot through a mountain pass, on a pilgrimage to a sacred temple, each step bringing him closer to a life of prosperity. The use of sacred music, such as the playing of Tibetan singing bowls, is believed to create vibrations that align the mind with the energy of the universe. This practice is said to attract positive energy and prosperity. Imagine a monk in a quiet temple, gently playing a singing bowl, the sound waves filling the space with harmony and abundance. The practice of honoring ancestors is an important part of Buddhist tradition. By offering prayers and gifts to those who came before us, we invite their blessings into our lives, including prosperity. Picture a monk lighting candles on an altar dedicated to his ancestors, each flame a connection to the past and a beacon for future abundance. The use of sacred texts, such as the Tripitaka, is central to Buddhist study and practice. By reading and contemplating these texts, Buddhists believe they can gain wisdom that leads to a prosperous life. Imagine a monk in a quiet study, reading from an ancient scroll, his mind absorbing the teachings that will guide him to abundance. The practice of renunciation, or letting go of material possessions, is a way to free oneself from attachments and create space for spiritual growth. This practice is said to attract true prosperity, which comes from within. Picture a monk giving away his few belongings, knowing that by letting go, he is inviting greater abundance into his life. The use of sacred geometry, such as the design of temples or mandalas, is believed to create spaces that align with the energy of the universe. These designs are said to attract positive energy and prosperity to those who enter them. Visualize a monk carefully planning the layout of a temple, each measurement chosen to create a space of harmony and abundance.
The practice of eating mindfully is a way to cultivate gratitude and invite prosperity. By focusing on each bite and appreciating the food you have, you attract more abundance into your life. Picture a monk sitting in silence, slowly eating a simple meal, each bite filled with gratitude and intention for prosperity. The use of sacred plants, such as the Bodhi tree, is common in Buddhist rituals. These plants are believed to carry spiritual energy that can bring prosperity to those who care for them. Imagine a monk tending to a small Bodhi tree, knowing that by nurturing it, he is also nurturing his own prosperity. The practice of studying the lives of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas is a way to gain inspiration and guidance on the path to prosperity. By learning from their examples, Buddhists believe they can attract similar blessings into their lives. Picture a monk reading the story of the Buddha's life, finding inspiration in his journey and applying those lessons to his own path to abundance. The use of sacred water, such as that from a holy river or spring, is believed to carry blessings that can bring prosperity. By drinking or sprinkling this water, Buddhists invite its positive energy into their lives. Imagine a monk collecting water from a sacred spring, knowing that it carries the blessings of the earth and will bring prosperity to those who use it. The practice of chanting sutras, such as the Heart Sutra, is a way to connect with the spiritual energy of the universe. By chanting these sacred texts, Buddhists believe they can align their lives with the flow of prosperity. Picture a monk sitting in a temple, his voice rising in a chant that fills the space with positive vibrations. The creation of sacred spaces in the home, such as a small altar or meditation corner, is a way to invite positive energy and prosperity into your daily life. By dedicating a space to spiritual practice, you create a focal point for abundance. Visualize a monk carefully arranging a small altar in his home, placing offerings and incense to attract prosperity. The practice of silence, or mauna, is a way to quiet the mind and create space for spiritual growth. By observing periods of silence, Buddhists believe they can connect more deeply with the energy of the universe and attract prosperity. Picture a monk sitting in a quiet forest, observing a day of silence, his mind clear and open to the flow of abundance. The use of sacred numbers, such as the number 108, is common in Buddhist rituals. These numbers are believed to carry spiritual significance and can attract positive energy when used in meditation or prayer. Imagine a monk counting 108 beads on his mala, each repetition bringing him closer to a life of prosperity. The practice of fire rituals, such as the burning of offerings, is a way to purify and transform energy. These rituals are believed to attract prosperity by releasing negative energy and inviting positive vibrations. Picture a monk performing a fire ritual, offering grains and herbs to the flames, watching as the smoke carries his intentions for abundance to the heavens. The use of sacred sounds, such as the chanting of is believed to create vibrations that align the mind with the energy of the universe. By chanting these sounds, Buddhists believe they can attract prosperity into their lives. Imagine a monk sitting in meditation, his voice resonating with the sound of filling the space with the energy of abundance. The practice of honoring the four elements, earth, water, fire, and air, is a way to connect with the natural world and invite its blessings. By aligning with these elements, Buddhists believe they can attract prosperity into their lives. Picture a monk performing a ritual to honor the elements, offering earth, water, fire, and air to the universe in exchange for its blessings. The use of sacred relics, such as the remains of a saint or a piece of a holy object, is believed to carry powerful blessings. By keeping these relics close, Buddhists believe they can attract prosperity and protection. Imagine a monk carefully placing a sacred relic in a special shrine, knowing that its presence will bring blessings to all who visit. The practice of pilgrimage to sacred sites, such as Bodh Gaya or Lumbini, is a way to honor the places where the Buddha walked and taught. By visiting these sites, Buddhists believe they can absorb the positive energy and bring it back into their lives. Picture a monk walking barefoot through the streets of Bodh Gaya, feeling the energy of the place where the Buddha attained enlightenment, and carrying that energy with him on his journey. The use of sacred oils, such as sandalwood or lotus, is believed to carry spiritual energy that can attract prosperity. By anointing oneself with these oils, Buddhists believe they can align their energy with the flow of abundance. Imagine a monk anointing his forehead with sandalwood oil, feeling the connection to the spiritual world and the prosperity it brings. The practice of building and maintaining relationships with the spiritual community, or Sangha, is a way to create a supportive environment that attracts positive energy and prosperity. By connecting with others on the same path, Buddhists believe they can amplify their intentions and attract greater abundance. Picture a monk sitting in a circle with his fellow monks, sharing stories and wisdom, each word and gesture strengthening their collective energy and inviting prosperity into their lives.